Hmm.
Dear students, we have discussed in the previous class the modal verbs and their functions. In this class, we shall study the usage of ought to and must. Okay, we already know that what is modal verb. The mode of action denoted by the main verb is called modal verb. It is a special kind of auxiliary verb which does not change its form under any circumstance. Today we shall study the usage of ought to and must modal verb. Uses of ought to and must modal verbs. Modals. First, ought to. It shows moral obligation. But it is more emphatic than should model. Should model. Example. You ought to obey your teachers. This shows moral obligation, but it is emphatic, more emphatic than should. You should obey your parents. You should obey your parents. But regarding teachers, there is emphasis. You ought to obey your teachers. There is emphasis. You have to obey your teachers. One ought not to abuse others. Real form is ought to, but we have to make it negative, so between ought to we have to use not. Actual modal verb is ought to. but we have to make it negative, and negative form will put between these two words, one out, not to abuse others. This is the use of out to, more emphatic than should. Should is soft, but out to is somewhat emphatic. We want to stress on any particular point. Now see the use of must. Shows compulsion. Means we have to obey anything under any circumstance. We have to obey it either willingly or unwillingly. So this shows compulsion, and it is more emphatic than should and out to modal verbs. It means regarding should and ought to, the use of must is most emphatic. We have to obey it under compulsion, either willingly or unwillingly. Now see the use of must. Examples. We must obey traffic rules. If we don't obey traffic rules, then we may meet an accident. So this is the compulsion that we have to obey traffic rules. And one more example in negative sense. One must not walk on green grass with shoes. But here there is one point, that this modal verb must is not used in past tense. I must do it yesterday. This is the past tense. So in the past tense, must is not used. It means this sentence is wrong. But if we want to use it in past tense, for past tense, must has had to have. Must modal verb is not used in past tense. If we want to use it in past tense, then for must there is a had to form. Must is used in present and future tense. Example: I must see him now. This is present tense. I must give up smoking. This is future tense. Now see, for present tense, must has to oblique have to have. Example: he has to complete his work. This shows compulsion. He has to or he must complete his work. Has to or he must complete his work. For future tense, must has shall have to or will have to have. Example: he will have to. So in place of must we can use will have to or shall have to. This is third person singular number, so he will have to give up smoke. So for moral obligation, there are three modal verbs: should, this is very soft, and more emphatic than should, ought to, and most emphatic, must. Must has in past form, had to, in present tense, shall have to, has to have to, and for future tense, shall have to and will have to. Now, homework. Give one example each of must in present, past, and future tense. It means you have to give two examples: has to and have to. Has to and have to. For past tense, had to. Okay, had to. And for future tense, shall have to and will have to. In all, you have to frame 5 sentences: has to, have to, had to, and shall have to and will have to. In all, how many sentences? 5 sentences. That's all. Thank you.